What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Sean Amin.
It's your man HB, Heath Brown.
And we are here presenting you 2K to the NBA.
2K to the NBA.
Now, these are our two favorite things in the world, which would be talking basketball
and playing basketball.
And 2K just happens to be the best, hands down, simulation basketball game ever created. 2K12.
Hands down.
Hands down.
I know a lot of you Xbox 360 players out there spinning in your little circle world think that there is a rival, but PlayStation 3, 2K is hands down, like my partner said, the #1 basketball video game to play.
And we spend a lot of time doing both, talking basketball, playing basketball. So what we're gonna do? We decided.
Can I get a check? I mean, we play so much, I need to get a check.
We do.
Kobe getting checks. Can I get a check?
We put a lot of time in on that game, but what we want to do is kind of bridge both worlds. So for all you gamers out there, basketball fans, ballers, we're gonna talk about matchups throughout the season that you're going to see specifically tonight on ESPN. And then we're going to actually let 2K do a simulation between these two matchups and these opponents and kind of see what the computer says.
And the computers ordinarily plays it out pretty much to the most realist you can get. Once again, it's a phenomenal game, so relying on it stat-wise is pretty close to what they do in the real games. Simulation is almost perfect.
So we got two matchups coming up tonight at ESPN. The first one is the Portland Trail Blazers versus the Atlanta Hawks. And the second game is going to be Lob City Clippers, the LA Clippers, versus the defending champion Dallas Mavericks. But let's talk about this first matchup.
I mean, this first matchup, Sean, is a very exciting matchup. I think in the same side that the Blazers took a big loss in first of all, let's talk about Odin. He just, what a wash away that was. And then now losing Camby. And Brandon Roy.
Camby's day-to-day. He'll be back soon. And Roy...
A 38-year-old Camby day-to-day is not somebody I want to rely on. That's just, let's put it out there. Brandon Roy, Camby, Odin, your whole backcourt is pretty much destroyed. But they did have a major pickup in Jamal Crawford, I will say that. That he does definitely bring a great lift to what the Portland Blazers want to do tonight.
And they were able to get him as a free agent. The Atlanta failed to re-sign Crawford, former Sixth Man of the Year. And the Portland swooped in, and losing Brandon Roy, he's a great pickup to play behind Wesley Matthews.
All I have to say is crossover Crawford. If that has not been tagged and named Crawford, let me go ahead and say it right now. Crossover Crawford. Who can stand in front of this guy?
Well, let's look at the records. Right now, Portland stands at 8-5, and Atlanta is at 10-4, surprisingly. Now, it's been a crazy season. It's a short season. 66 games.
Not liking that at all.
A lot of back-to-back games, but there's games every night, which is exciting.
I am liking that.
A lot of youth. I think so far we've seen that teams that are young and deep are playing well, and these are two of the teams that qualify as being young and deep. Now on the Blazers side, we've got LaMarcus Aldridge, standout player, better be all-star this year. This kid is putting up 22 points a game. He's averaging about 8 rebounds a game.
Balling.
He's balling.
He is just out balling. I mean, you talk about the presence on the inside, the paint, perimeter shot. Not only does he bring the defense as well as the offense, he's pretty much bringing an all-around big man's game from a big man in a power forward position.
Great post moves, sweet jump shot. All right, in the first game of the night, we had the Hawks against the Blazers. Now, we ran it through the 2K simulator, and we got the Blazers coming out on top, 103-71. That is an ass-whooping.
Blowout. I mean, can we say blowout? 3 for 20 from behind the arc. 17 for 21 behind the free. There's a lot of discrepancies in this game, but I would definitely say the Hawks bit the bitter bullet. Like I said before, they without Al Horford in the lineup, let's just put Atlanta out of the Eastern run for anything. You cannot do it without your big man, and they definitely don't have any other big man. And their big man they do have is not even that big. So no Al Horford, no Jamal crossover Crawford. I see a lot of problems in Atlanta for the future.
Well, it looks like again the Blazers is just a very deep team, 40 points off the bench. Neither one had a big, post game. Again, Aldridge isn't a huge dominant post man. He has a lot of fadeaways, a lot of jumpers.
He's a
jump shot shooter.
Really
so I'm not surprised at that. But like you said, without Horford, those points in the paint are missing. We're gonna have to wait till we get to the box score to look at how each individual did. But On paper, it doesn't look that bad, except for the fact that they just did not shoot the ball very well. 40% overall from the field, while the Trailblazers were a blazing 56% from the field.
If you got to rely on Josh Smith and Joe Johnson to win you the game every night in and night out, I'm just going to tell you flat out right now, that's not going to happen.
A Joe Johnson game. 18 points, 8 boards, 5 assists. I mean, 8 for 22.
JJ got to put up a lot to get that 18,
yeah.
and that's only 18, 8 for 22, 2 for 10,
2 for 10
from behind the arc.
That hurts.
Where was Josh Smith?
12 points, 8 boards, 6 assists, 3 steals. I mean, on the average night, those are not bad stats. Did not shoot the ball terribly well.
Not terribly
but,
well.
I mean, he did a little of everything. I mean, him and Joe Johnson, but like you said, they needed some help.
They need some help on the inside. I mean, Al Horford, be that as it may, he's not the scoring center that you want. He's not even
a
center.
He's a presence.
He's not even the center that you want, but like you said, Sean, he's
Look
a
at the
presence.
Blazers. LaMarcus Aldridge, again, he is the leader of that team. 23.7 boards, 4 assists, 4 blocks, and a steal.
Give him a
9 for
Buick.
12.
Can we give him a Buick, please, for stat stuff in the
Dominant game. This is why we love 2K, because these are LaMarcus Aldridge's numbers. This is what he's doing.
This is what he's doing.
Day in, day out, game in, game out. Felton.
What a step up.
Big pickup for them.
Big pickup.
Big pickup. He is a scoring point guard. He can push the tempo up floor. 17 points. We'd like to see more assists, but I think if you look at the team overall, the way they move the ball, they share assists. Crawford off the bench, like you said, this is a big pickup.
Crossover Crawford, I love him all day. I wouldn't put him in a starting lineup, but he's the sixth man of the year every year for me outside of Jason Terry.
I mean, that was a big loss for the Hawks. I mean, and Portland's happy to have him. 6 for 11, 15 points off the bench.
Why did you let Crossover Crawford go? I mean, what was the deal?
Money,
what did they
agency.
get?
Free agency.
Bad move, bad decision.
You got to pay these cats, man. You got to pay these cats, or somebody else will. Gerald Wallace, again, solid game, 14.6. I mean, watching Portland play, it's beautiful. Everyone touches the rock. Everybody, gives an effort every night.
Can we say that's team ball?
Team basketball.
Team basketball can win you a lot of games.